Hey guys, so this has probably been one of my most requested videos because so many people are feeling isolated, understimulated and anxious with everything happening in the lockdown. You may be feeling all these things and more, but I would like to try and inject some hope into you today, even if it's only a tiny amount, even if you don't believe it. Please remember, I'm not a psychiatrist, I'm not a psychologist, I am not a therapist, I am a YouTuber. So please take everything I say with a tiny pinch of salt. Try and focus on my voice, on what I'm saying, not what you think, and give yourself permission just for a moment to slow down. Right now, our experience of life is scary. There's a lot of sadness, not a lot of answers, a lot of blame being thrown around, and we're cut off from the people we love, and financially, we have no idea where we're going. There's a lot to be anxious about, a lot to be depressed about, and if that's affecting you, I want you to know that that's okay, that you're not silly or stupid. Now more than ever, feeling depressed is a rational and understandable response to the world you are in. I want you to feel that for a moment, that it's okay to feel how you do, that you're not wrong. With everything that's going on in the world, all the suffering and pain and horrible things, I'm going to ask you just for a moment to allow yourself to not feel it. Try to focus on you and how you feel inside. And I know that feels so selfish to some of you, but if you're going to have a positive impact on the world, you need to be okay. In order to help heal the world, you're going to have to heal yourself first. Without discounting everything that's happening in the world, I see this period where we are slowing down as an incredible opportunity for growth. If you're watching this video, if you're here, then I'm going to assume that you're struggling during the lockdown. And if you're struggling during the lockdown, you probably were struggling before the lockdown. You may not have been aware of it. You may have been covering it up with partying or drinking or friends or work or whatever you did to distract yourself from what's going on up here. All this situation has done is bring everything to the surface. It's brought to the surface the fact that we as a country, as a world, were not ready for this situation, and it's brought to the surface what you're feeling, whatever thing it was that made you click this video. The lockdown has disrupted the pattern of your life, and you may not feel it yet, but the disruption of the pattern of your life may be the start of your ticket out of how you feel. Because how you feel is just a reflection of what's going on inside, and what's going on inside is just a reflection of what's going on outside. What was your life? Well, your life is very drastically different now. And if you can come up with the right story to make sense of that, your life inside has the potential to be very different too. So how do we go about mending and healing ourselves? Well, I personally think the first step is, if you can, and if you want to, do absolutely nothing. Do something so unproductive that does not achieve anything that you really want to do, like watch some crap telly or read a book or sleep or sunbathe or play Animal Crossing. Anything that you will enjoy, that requires no effort, but that you won't let yourself do because of that little voice in your head that goes, you should be doing something productive. And it's not true. It's been put in us by school and by parents and this world that we live in that wants productivity over happiness or peacefulness. And what's so incredible is that in this time, when we're quarantined, staying at home is one of the most productive things you can do. Doing nothing has become doing something. Second, go outside, even if it's just for a bit. Get out of your house and the stale air and the people you live with. No matter how much you love them, you live in this manufactured, futuristic techno world that you weren't designed for, and it's not healthy. Sticky metal. Try and focus on things that your brain would normally filter out. One of the functions of your brain is to scan the environment and filter out things that it thinks are unimportant and hand you things to your consciousness that it thinks are important, things that threaten your survival and will help you get stuff you want. And if you're feeling depressed or anxious or lost, your brain is probably handing to you a load of things that make you feel that way, and it's filtering out a load of things that might, in the moment at least, suggest that it's all right. So try to focus on the things it is filtering out, like the sound of a car, a bird's song, or the way it feels to be in your body. Can you feel that? There's a feeling of being alive. This is essentially a brief description of one form of meditation, and you've probably heard about meditation a million times before. But the reason for that is because it works. It might take a very long time to work, and it might be incredibly uncomfortable, but the way I see it is this. Say you've got a certain amount of uncomfortable that you've got to process, that you've got to feel, because feeling is how we process things from our past, worries about our future, and lies we've been taught. You could either feel a low or medium level of anxiety covered up by busyness or drinking or however you choose to escape your thoughts, or you can face it head on, smash through it, accept that it's there, and begin to process it and let it go, and come back to seeing the world in a slightly less filtered way. There's loads more stuff I can talk about mental health and quarantine, but I think for today, I will leave it there. I would love to hear what you thought about the things I've said in this video, and also things that you maybe have been doing and trying to help your own mental health in the quarantine. If you'd like a part 2, then give this video a like and let me know. Finally, take a moment to be incredibly proud of yourself for having come to this video, having stayed in this video, and for all the progress you've made from the beginning of your life. I hate you. Take a moment to be really proud of yourself for being here, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.